In a quiet town, nestled among rolling hills and ancient trees, there lived an old woman named Mama Eka. She was known throughout the village for her kindness, a gentle soul whose wisdom flowed as freely as the river that wound its way through the valley. But she was also known for a small, intricately carved wooden box, one she never let out of her sight. It was a constant companion, a silent keeper of secrets. One sunny afternoon, the air in Mama Eka's home was thick with the scent of spices and the sound of joyous laughter. The family was preparing for a celebration, a gathering to mark the changing of seasons. Her granddaughter, a bright-eyed girl named Odana, watched as her grandmother arranged flowers in a vase. Curiosity finally got the better of her. She approached her grandmother, her voice soft but clear. "Mama," she asked, "why don't you ever wear the golden necklace Papa gave you? It's so beautiful." "But it always stays in its box." Mama Eka paused, her weathered hand stilling, a gentle, knowing smile touched her lips. She looked at her granddaughter with eyes that held a universe of memories and simply said, "My dear, it's not time." The scene shifts, and we are transported back through the mists of time. A young, vibrant Mama Eka stands radiant on her wedding day. The sun shines down, casting a golden hue upon the celebration. Her husband, strong and full of life, stands before her. He carefully opens a small wooden box, the very same one, and reveals a stunning golden necklace, a family heirloom passed down through generations. As he fastens it around her neck, his voice is a low, earnest promise. "This is my promise to you, my love," he says, his eyes locked with hers. "To always protect you, to cherish you, for all of our days." The necklace felt warm against her skin, a symbol of a future filled with endless love and happiness. But fate, as it often does, had other plans. Just a year later, tragedy struck. Her husband was taken from her suddenly, a cruel twist of fate in a workplace accident. The world that had been so full of color and light turned to shades of gray. In the quiet of her room, she clutched the golden necklace, the cold metal a stark contrast to the warmth of his promise. Her tears fell onto the gold, each drop a memory, a shattered dream. From that day forward, the necklace was returned to its wooden box, a treasure too heavy with sorrow to be worn. The narrator's voice fills the silence. She never wore it again. Years turned into decades, and the seasons of Mama Eka's life began to fade into a gentle winter. Her steps grew slower, her breath softer, but the light in her eyes, though dimmed, still held the wisdom of a long life lived. One evening, as the sun painted the sky in hues of orange and purple, she called her granddaughter, Odana, to a room. The air was still, heavy with unspoken words. With trembling hands, Mama Eka reached for the small wooden box that had been her constant companion for so long. She placed it into Odana's young, steady hands. "Open it," she whispered, her voice a fragile echo of its former strength. Odana lifted the lid. There, nestled on a bed of faded velvet, lay the golden necklace, gleaming as brightly as it had on that long-ago wedding day. "This necklace," Mama Eka began, her voice gaining a quiet power, "is not just gold. It is the story of our family. It is strength in sorrow, and it is a promise that love never truly dies. And now it belongs to you." The narrator's voice returns, filled with a gentle reverence, as she slowly lifted the heirloom from its resting place and placed the necklace around the young girl's neck. The room became heavy with emotion. A sacred space where past and future converged. Odana felt the cool weight of the gold settle against her skin. It wasn't just jewelry, it was a connection, a tangible piece of her history. She looked at her grandmother, her eyes filled with tears, not of sorrow, but of understanding. Mama Eka reached out and gently touched her granddaughter's cheek. Her final words a legacy whispered into the twilight. Some heirlooms, she said, her voice barely audible, are not worn to decorate the body, but to guide the heart, and so, as the moon rose high above the quiet town, a love that began generations ago continued its journey. It was a love not measured in carats of gold or displayed in shimmering jewelry, but carried forward in the strength of family, in the wisdom of ancestors, and in the enduring power of legacy. The story of the golden necklace was not over, it had simply found its new beginning. Thanks for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales that connect us all.